Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we are here to talk to you about our picks for the upcoming FOC for October 2nd, 2023. G and I work for Penguin Random House. We manage sales into the comic direct market around the world. So, titles that we include in these videos are from the publishers that we represent into those markets. And also note that we're on social media, so you can follow us at PRH International Comics. We're on X, Twitter, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube, of course. Feel free to comment, follow us, do all that fun stuff. So without further ado, let's get started.
And first up is my pick. And this is Witch Hat Atelier. This is Kitchen. This is volume one. So this is the culinary spin-off where you can try your hand at recreating a variety of recipes. And as a fan of food manga, this is definitely one that I will pick up. This is really good for existing fans, but it could also introduce the world of Witch Hat to new, like people who haven't read the main series before. So this would be a good like starter pickup as well. And yes, I had to pick this because yeah. Like I just love it. I just love the to have to read about comfort food in a manga like this. So yes. Yes.
Yes, very cool. Next up is my first cover pick, and this is for The Avengers number 7. This is the Marcos Martin Knights and variant. Marvel loves to celebrate big events and put characters all over different covers when those events are coming. And if you haven't heard, we're building up to the death of Moon Knight. So they're putting Moon Knight. They're asked some of the artists to create some covers with Moon Knight just before the book comes out, and this is one of them. And I love this one. It's really cool. It has the billboard in the background with West Coast Avengers sort of promoting themselves. I love that they're promoting themselves in LA, in Los Angeles, and you can tell it's Los Angeles because of the palm trees and the the pose where Moon Knight is hanging on, and also the billboards because they're all over the place. And I love the colors of this. They're also very California colors, sort of, that it's like a very typical sort of. It reminds me of '90s movies. I'm just trying to think of that famous movie from the '90s that was like '80s that was had this color scheme with the silhouette of palm trees in the back. Oh, To Live at Night in LA. That's the movie I'm thinking about. And I think it might be sort of an homage to that type of movie, sort of action detective movie in Los Angeles. And I love also all the small details, not just the colors and all that, but also you notice on his cape you see the shadow not of his own body but also of the moon, the crescent moon that he has on his hand. uh yeah, it's very cool. Also, I relate to it because I think as a little kid I might have done this. I might have climbed up a pole like this and hung up like this. Luckily I never got hurt, but so don't try this at home, kids. But yeah, it's very, very neat.
And next up, this is Star Trek Picard's Academy. This is issue number 2, variant B. And Megan Huang is the cover artist here. And I had to choose this because we have Spock here, who is like dangling, like crying baby cadets, like crybaby as they're like crybabies, like in his hands. And I just think it's like really funny and amusing, and I really enjoy this.
Yeah, I love the feet. You can tell, you can see like very
They're
cartoony. You
moving,
see the movement. Yeah.
and then like the spit that's coming out of their mouth, like they're like yelling
Oh,
so
I
loud
didn't
and
even notice
crying.
that before. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And
Very cool.
the blushing on their cheeks too. I just really love how adorable this is. So
Yeah, very cool. Next up, my next pick is Dark Spaces, the Hollywood Special number 3. This is variant retail incentive 1 in 25 and also the 1 in 50, which is the variant version. The artwork is by Gavin Fullerton. And I love how creepy and scary this is. This series, you should know by now, this is presented by Scott Snyder, and there's some of these are several miniseries where sort of the main theme has to do with a claustrophobic horror happening in a claustrophobic situation. Some of them are written by Scott Snyder himself. Some are creator teams that he has picked and to be printed into this series or collection. And this is one of the newest ones. And obviously, as you can tell by the art, it takes place in a mine, and there's a creature and a little girl, and it's so scary to see this. And Gavin Fulton has done some amazing art before for IDW, for Star Trek, Transformers, Samurai Jack, some of the others, and he has done a lot of work in other publishers too and other independents. And now I can't find anything recent in IDW, so this is sort of I think a comeback to IDW and doing something, and really hit it out of the park with this one. So very cool.
next up is Scarlet Witch. This is issue number 10. This is Mark Aspinall, the Knight's End variant. I had to choose this. We have not only Wanda, who is drawn and illustrated here as a femme fatale with
Yeah.
her dress fading and blending into the background, it's like a negative space background. But also behind that, we'd also have moon phases as the backdrop as well. But then it also reminds me of the when you fill in the bullets inside the case, to get that
Oh
ready.
yeah.
It kind of
Yeah, yeah,
reminds
yeah.
me of that, like if you were to open to
The roulette.
refill. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Me trying to figure out what it's called.
Yeah, you can tell we're not going owners because we had no idea what
Yeah,
that's called.
we have no idea. But it reminds me of that. It's like a double
Meaning.
you could
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at it double meaning in that way. So it's really cool in that way. And it also kind of reminds me of a tarot card in a
yeah.
way, just a little bit because of the moon phases
Hmm.
and the stars and everything, and just the way that it's vertically it's a very there's not much background. It's just like a vertical. The focus is on the figure at hand. So this is really beautiful. It's like one of my favorites. I love it so much. So had to include it and talk about it. Mhm.
Very cool. And next, it's my next pick, Star Wars 40. This is the Mike Del Mundo Life Day variant, and this title is part of the Dark Droids, a crossover that's happening right now through all the Star Wars books. And for those of you who don't know, Life Day is a fake, well, sort of a celebration that came up from. I think I already explained this to G, so she knows.
Mhm.
It's a celebration, and Star Wars fans should know that came from the holiday special that happened that some people didn't want to remember ever happening, but it's become sort of a cult classic. And I love that here you see it's sort of they're decorating, and Chewbacca is carrying Han Solo on his shoulder, handing him some balls of light to hang up. And he's also wearing the red robe. And I had to look it up because I wasn't sure, but yeah, it's the original in the original holiday special. Him and his family were wearing this for Life Day, so I guess part of the Life Day tradition in Kashyyyk, in Planet of the Wookiees. Very beautiful, very cool, and just in time for the holidays. Very cool. And next up, So we always finish with a little bit of news. And this week, Dark Horse announced that they are licensing Kenji Tsuruta's Captain Momo's Secret Base. If you don't know Kenji Kusuruta, he is an amazing creator and artist, and you can check out some of his other his art in other titles, which I had queued up and I can't find right now.
Oh,
But
I
one
know what
of
it is. It's
you can jump
Imanen.
in at any time.
Yeah, if you ever read Imanen, which is what we all did work on. So
Yeah. I completely lost what you just said, but that's fine because I lost connection and didn't notice. But that's fine. I'm glad you took over. I'm gonna assume you talked about Emmanuel and
yeah.
that it's just coming out. It's just coming out. Just came out part volume 4, part 3. Um, and the art is extremely beautiful. So it's that kind of art. And in this one, I don't know if you talked about this one yet. No.
No, I haven't.
So Captain Momo, we're in the year, I think it's like, I had it all queued up, G, and now 3019 AD. And humanity has gotten even more casual about working from home. And Captain Momo is, which is Moshi Moshi Momo, is no exception. She works from home, which is a spaceship in space. And she is very casual, and she has to deal with not just connection problems but also the delay. So sometimes it takes half an hour to get an answer for a question through a Zoom meeting. And she is like many of us, just like hanging out. She has a cat who does his own thing, and like many people also, because they're working from home, she sometimes doesn't wear her uniform, and sometimes just like doesn't wear anything at all. So by the way, it's an adult title. And but it's a look at how extreme we can get in the future if we keep going working from home and getting comfortable with working with from home. And um and this is the ultimate, just hanging out. This, I gotta say, can I say that I really hope I can get to experience this, go to space and just do this from space. Although, the connection definitely will be even worse. I'm actually, who knows, it might be even better than I'm having right now. But anyways, so this is coming in next year in May, I believe. So looking forward to this. And I don't think there anything else we need to say about this one.
No, I'm really fond of slice of life, and especially this
Mhm.
slice of life space slacker, like doesn't really
Yeah,
like likes to laze around, be surrounded by reading material and cat and a cat. What a life to
yeah,
live. So I'm just really stoked that this is gonna come out. So
yeah,
yeah, that's it.
yeah. I love the last line on like the announcement. It was like, space slacker Captain Momo will at last prove Newton correct. A body at rest will remain at rest. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So
And it's in her
uh
name too, with Momo, because she has like a case of like peach liquor like on
oh
hand, like
yeah, I
that's
forgot
her
the peach
favorite,
liquor.
the
Yes,
peach
thank you for bringing that
liquor.
up. The peach
That's
liquor. Yeah,
important.
that's part of the plot too. And her name is Momo, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very cool. Looking forward to this. I think it's gonna be awesome. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us and watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope it was helpful. I want to remind you that we're on social media, so you can find us on X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube under at PRH International Comics. And we hope you come back and see and watch more of our content. So thank you. Bye.
Bye everyone.